Today in the Etoile kitchen, we're throwing down with a smoked turkey neck bowl. You heard that right, not seafood, a smoked turkey neck bowl. It's flavor packed, comforting, and straight up delicious. And folks, the smoked turkey neck is fall off the bone amazing. Now look at that, amazing. I'm gonna walk you through this easy recipe, so come on, let's go. Here's what you need, but remember, ingredients and measurements will always be in the description box for you to follow. Pre-smoked turkey necks, folks. Pre-smoked. Don't get the raw ones. Pre-smoked. Corn on the cob. Purple potatoes. Well, red potatoes, whatever you want to call it. Andouille sausage and chopped onions, okay? But before we get into this recipe, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more recipes from Etoile. You will need a large pot, preferably a heavy bottom pot. You want to grab your favorite shrimp and crab bowl seasoning, okay? Louisiana is the brand I'm using here. I'm only using 1/3 cup of that seasoning. Why? The pre-smoked turkey necks already have enough sodium, so we don't want nothing too salty. Add enough water to cover the smoked turkey necks, okay? So you want to add the smoked turkey necks into that seasoning and water mixture just like that. As you can see, you want to make sure it's completely covered, folks. That's very important, okay? Now, add your smoked turkey necks to that. Now, we're not finished. I'm going to add the chopped onions to that seasoning and water mixture just like that. Boiling that with the seasoning, the onions is going to add amazing flavor. Then I'm going to add 1 to 2 bay leaves to add some additional flavor to that, okay? Now make sure your heat is on medium-high heat. Don't have the heat up too high. Cover your smoked turkey necks and allow that to cook for 2 to 3 hours. That is going to give you fall off the bone, tender smoked turkey necks. That's what we want for the smoked turkey neck bowl, okay? Now open your lid, be careful. It's going to steam just as you can see here in the camera. But look at those smoked turkey necks, tender, and look at the broth it created. Now we're going to use that broth later on, so we're not going to dump it out. Now look at a close-up of those smoked turkey necks, amazing. So now I'm going to remove the smoked turkey necks from the pot, because guess what, we're going to use that broth to cook the other ingredients. Yep. Now, I was very tempted to eat one of these smoked turkey necks, but listen, I definitely had to grab me a piece off the side because look how fall off the bone amazing they are. Perfect. So it tastes really good. So I'm going to transfer that to an empty bowl and we're going to prepare the rest of the ingredients. And here's another shot of how tender those smoked turkey necks turned out. Amazing. Remember, 2 to 3 hours. Be patient, folks. It's going to turn out good. Now, folks, for the broth reduced down because we boiled the smoked turkey necks, but all you have to do is add some more water. Not a lot, just enough water to make sure you cover your other ingredients. As you can see here, I added some large potatoes to the water, and then I was going to add the sausage, but then I stopped myself. I was like, wait a minute. Those potatoes are quite large. It's going to take a long time for those potatoes to boil down that size. So unless you have small petite potatoes, I recommend cutting your potatoes in half so they're more manageable and they cook quickly, okay? Now, as you can see, this is a little smaller petite potato, so I'll leave that whole. But the other potatoes that were quite larger, I went ahead and I chopped those up until they're nice pieces, okay? Now cut them into your desired size. Remember, folks, this is your recipe. I'm only here to guide you, all right? So I added that in with my sausage and I allow that to cook until the potatoes are fork tender. We don't want them to turn to mashed potatoes. You just want fork tender potatoes so you can bite into those potatoes nice and easy. Folks, now it's time to make some eggs. What kind of eggs? Hard-boiled eggs, but we're going to steam them. You know, a smoked turkey neck bowl is not going to be a smoked turkey neck bowl without hard-boiled eggs. So I'm going to steam my eggs. So I added some water to a pot. I added my steam basket and I put that on medium-high heat until the water becomes a nice rolling boil and creates beautiful steam just like that. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my eggs to the steam basket for 15 minutes. Yep, 15 minutes, and then you're going to have hard-boiled eggs. Don't believe me? Just watch. So I cover the eggs just like that, and I'm going to allow this to go for 15 minutes. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to touch it until after 15 minutes. 15 minutes, still got a nice rolling steam going, and now I'm burning my little fingers off, but I'm going to go ahead and add this to a bowl, and I'm going to cover it with some water just to cool it off just a bit, but I'm going to peel them immediately, okay? You want to make sure the eggs are cool enough to handle, but before I peel these eggs, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more recipes from Etoile. make sure you click that like button, help me out. Now I'm peeling my eggs. As you can see, the shell comes off perfectly. All right, now you have yourself a nice hard-boiled egg. Now look at those hard-boiled eggs. Now it's time to make a nice Cajun butter sauce. I'm starting off with 1 stick of butter in a skillet on medium-high heat. I'm going to melt the butter down. I'm not going to brown the butter. I'm just going to melt it down. I'm going to add chopped onions, about 1 cup of chopped onions. Now you can adjust the ingredients in the recipes to your liking, okay? But remember, all ingredients and measurements will be in the description to follow. To that, I'm going to add some onion powder and garlic powder to that mixture, just like that, along with some black pepper. Now we want to season this Cajun butter mixture up. This is going to be amazing to add to the top of our smoked turkey neck bowl. I'm adding smoked paprika. Is going to give the sauce an amazing color. Then I'm going to go ahead and stir to combine all of the ingredients just like that. Now I'm taking my time with this. The heat is on medium-high heat. You do not want to burn the sauce, okay, or brown the butter. I'm adding Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning to give it a nice kick. Remember, this is a Cajun style smoked turkey neck bowl. I'm adding some chili powder to give it some more heat. Now you can adjust your ingredients to your liking and heat level. And of course I added some hot sauce for a little kick, okay? Now I added some dried thyme to the sauce. You can use fresh thyme if you have it, but dried thyme to me has a more potent flavor and it works well with the sauce, okay? Of course, we cannot forget the minced garlic. Add as much or as little as you like. I added about 2 to 3 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic to my sauce, just like that. I'm going to stir to combine. As you can see, my heat is not too high. Nothing's burning. The sauce is coming together well. This is going to be amazing to add on top of your smoked turkey neck bowl with all your other ingredients. Now look at that sauce. Looks pretty good. Now, at this point, you can add the 2nd stick of butter, all right? You want a nice, creamy, delicious sauce to go on top. Now, adding the 2nd stick of butter is going to help increase the creaminess of the sauce, just like that. You still want to see your onions, your garlic. You still want to have a nice bite on top of your smoked turkey neck bowl ingredients. Now, once your potatoes are near finished, you can go ahead and add your corn on the cob. That only takes about 5 to 8 minutes, depending on the consistency you like. So fresh corn on the cob, about 5 to 8 minutes. So add that in and cover and allow that to go. Your potatoes should be fork tender. Your sausage is going to be amazing. Now, folks, after 5 to 8 minutes, guess what? We are finished. Now look at that. We have our smoked turkey neck bowl ready to go. Look at the corn, the sausage, and the potatoes. So let's go ahead and plate this on up. Now, if you do it right, your turkey neck should still be warm, but if you want to warm it up a tad bit, go ahead and dunk it in that amazing broth while the broth is still hot. Now, I'm going to use an oven baked safe little dish or a plate, whatever works for you. I'm going to go ahead and plate this on up. Now, as you can see, look at the corn, the sausage, the potatoes. It is packed with flavor. Now, you could eat it plain just like this if you want. You don't need no sauce to it, but look at that. Ooh, it's so flavorful. It's packed with flavor. You see it just like that. Look at that broth. You see the seasoning. Now let's take our butter mixture. Now look at that liquid gold. Pour it right on top, and then here we go. We got the onions, the garlic, the seasoning. This is going to give your smoked turkey neck bowl the perfect bite. Now, the sauce is optional, but I'm telling you, it's worth it, okay? Now, everything is just packed with flavor. And we didn't use that much seasoning because what? The smoked turkey neck was already packed with flavor because it was already pre-smoked. Go ahead and add some green magic dust, known as parsley. And there you have it. You have your smoked turkey neck bowl. Woo! But folks, y'all see what I'm missing? That's right, we got to add that egg to it. There you have it. You have your smoked turkey neck bowl, folks. We made this. It's going to take a couple hours, but I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. Now, look at that liquid gold. Look at that sauce. Now, let's go ahead and give this a taste test. Now, that's all, folks. We made a smoked turkey neck bowl. Now, the smoked turkey neck is packed with flavor. Just look at that. It's absolutely no effort pulling the meat off of the bone. It is that tender and is that good, the right amount of heat. Let me know in the comments what you think of this recipe. And guess what? I'll see you in the next recipe video.